In the unlikely event that you're subscribed to my channel and don't know who Cody is from the Stone Circle, please go check out his channel. He was very kind to let me give my opinion and a feature of me speaking about, rambling on about zerchers on his video. So anything you want to know about sandbags and stones, Cody's your guy. Also, he's a Renaissance warrior poet all in one. So go check it out. So welcome to day 178. Body weight is up to 225.8. So it's my explosive day. That was a 45-pound throws. Yeah, those are probably the highest that I've done. Now here's the super soldier serum mixing up in the morning. And then we have top speed sprints. So we'll let those play raw here and then we'll talk about them after. Okay, so just 4 rounds of sprints. They were okay. Yesterday, since I did those sissy squats, I was feeling my right rectus femoris, maybe not down the middle, a little bit towards the inside, more towards the VMO, but I wasn't sure if it was going to allow me to do the sprints. Luckily, it was fine on those. Yeah, a couple years ago, I was having a problem with my left knee rotating over because it's not aligned properly. And then last year and this year, I was having a problem with the right knee, but perfectly fine today. Full rotation in my knee, no pain. I'm voicing this over hours later, no pain. So that was a big win. We can't really speak on the speed of that. Who knows? I don't really bother timing those. I'm just trying to ease into the acceleration, build speed, more like a bound or a jump until I come upright and then put the hammer down and just see what kind of speed that we can reach. But that was the second top speed session. So I was happy that we were able just to get through the gears. By the way, always, if I don't talk about an exercise while I'm doing it, the description's always full of the weights, if they were PR or not, etc. But the first exercise was standing knee raise with 80 pounds. From 5 reps, push it up to 6. That was a PR. Then we have 85-pound single leg iso bridges with 85 pounds from 101 count to 121. That's a good PR. And then here on the Elvis Presley's, this is the most band tension that I've done. So I just did 20 there. I feel like could have pushed it, but it's just the most that I got. I mean, I didn't rest pause it or anything. So, all right, chin-ups were strong today. Body weight, 75 pounds, and this is 120 for a triple. Still feeling everything in the biceps, so scared, not scared of an effect of tearing a bicep or something like that, but just scared in the sense that I don't want to. So that was solid there. The best so far the training cycle was 115 for 3 sets of 3, so that was 120, 122 and a half, and then this is 125. So yeah, good. I knew when I hit the 4s 2 days ago at a heavier body weight, I knew these were going to move well. Being down body weight, they certainly did. My all-time best, which is from last training cycle, is a set of 125 for 3 and 127 and a half, which was very ugly. So this being my third set and hitting 125 and kind of being scary with the aggression of the pull, we're in a definitely a good spot. I feel like the isometrics are helping the bottom position, and this band work and that seated curls with the chains from halfway up is helping the lockout, because the last few workouts, the lockouts felt very powerful. So that was an increase on the curls from like 12 to 16 or something like that, but it's hard to gauge exactly how far you are grabbing it. So then we did deficit deadlifts. This is off a 3-inch deficit with 3 chains. There's probably about 120 pounds of chain loaded at the top of the movement. This will take off approximately 60 pounds of what you're capable with of straight weight. I did these last year basically as the first deadlift variation, about the same time a year ago. First deadlift variation, as I wasn't able to pull off the ground, but I was doing some rack pulls. So at the time I did 345 for 8. Because I'm heavier, an equivalent would be 375 for 8. So we take 385 here and see what we can do. I'll play it raw and then we'll talk about it after if you guys want to stick around for a minute. So I was going back and forth in my mind what would be the best option. Again, after the top speed sprints, I'm always the most tired. So I knew I didn't have all the energy there today. So I was just thinking, what could I take? What could I take? I do not believe a deficit deadlift, especially for reps, for me, is the best exercise to get a good stimulus. I feel like I'm limited obviously by lactic acid, and I feel like it's just training something different, that I get better at max effort, like I said, but also the mechanics of the lift. It's just such a long range of motion where the knees have to be pushed back, and basically you're not firing on all cylinders. You're just like waiting until this bar wraps around your knees until you can shove your knees forward again. Of course, there's your legs a little bit, but your glutes and spinal erectors are just filled with lactic acid on an exercise like this. But you always feel like, oh, you could rest, pause, and get another rep, rest, pause, and get another rep. And then you have to make a business decision, because obviously I pull all my deadlifts with a rounded back. So if I keep pulling rep after rep, it's just going to bury me. Again, it probably feels something like 445 straight weight. The deficit, take off another 20, 30 pounds. So 465 or 475 for a set of 10. That's where my conventional strength is at, somewhere around there. But that's pretty much all I got to say. Talk to you guys tomorrow.